Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello.
I think, oh, I lost Liz, but. Go to the scan. All right, and then don't forget to scan. Let us know that you're here. Come on in, come on in. No, but I've seen it. I've had it. I don't know if I love it. You do?
I do because the drink that I got there, I usually get there, it's like too sweet. And I feel like the protein.
Yeah. So I'll get a large and I'll drink half of it and then I'll put a protein shake in it. And it's great. The little Premier protein shakes.
Oh yeah.
I just put that in the last half. See,
I like Premier protein.
I mean, it tastes pretty much the same as that, except a little better. Sometimes that's one of my orders. Yeah. I have a lot of beans and brews orders, but if y'all notice, I don't have it up here. So I am doing what ChatGPT told me to do about 2 months ago. All right. Then let's share some wins. Everybody's note takers coming in. Who has some gratitude for us? Y'all are a quiet bunch today.
I have gratitude for a couple of my team members. This girl right here, Linda, is taking on a little bit more of a stressful listing for us right now that I could have taken, but I said, I don't think that the baby wants that. And she said, okay. And also, I know he's probably not on, but Brian, my new showing partner, has been amazing. It's a little more difficult in this market with so many options for buyers, and he has just been super responsive and on top of it. And I'm just very grateful for them both. So
I like that.
Jump in if no one else has a mic. I would like to extend that same gratitude to you, Liz, not for giving me difficult clients, but for being a really great sounding board and like keeping me sane. So thank you. And to you, Liza, for the conversations that we've had over the last week. Thank you.
Yeah.
And also to Broker Dave, because he's always keeping me in line and making sure that I'm not in trouble.
There we go.
Supporting our clients.
Yes. Broker Dave is amazing for that. Any other gratitudes? You're always grateful.
I'm grateful for chat.
And moving to our bite-sized wins.
I put my DNA in it.
What?
I put my DNA in it. The DNA results that I got, and it told me that I didn't have a risk for that, and I do have a risk for this, and there's some cheap vitamins that'll help me, and if I keep working out, I'll live forever.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone. I am very grateful for Makai, who helps me all the time. She's a lifesaver. And I love my peers who are so cool. Most of them are girls. I didn't say that. Yes, I did. I thank you. But you helped me so much, Liza, with everything and keep my confidence up, and I really appreciate it. And this my girl Kristen, who I love very much. And I just thank you guys for making such a great environment to work at. And Audrey helps with my finances. And of course, Lexi front desk, that's always a great help. And I thank you guys so much. Every single day you guys put a smile on my face and I want to come to work. That's it.
Love you. Shucks.
I want to thank Joe Black. He and Brittany dropped by an open house of mine that I have in Harriman. We've had really slow traffic at the open houses, and my clients have that Ring doorbell and are like, "Where are all the people?" So I asked them to come help me out, so at least it looks like some people showed up.
Yeah.
And I actually did have some people show up this week, but nevertheless, he took time out of his day on Saturday to come take a look around the house, maybe give me some feedback. So much appreciated.
Love that. All right. Who has some bite-sized wins? What are we doing to win with AI?
I'm sure everyone has heard or now will be hearing, but I got into a car accident a couple months ago and I still haven't gotten a new car, but I asked chat to find me the lowest rate with the bank and now I have like four different banks going through like 4% interest rate. So that's exciting.
Nice. Cool. I love that. Who else is winning with AI? We have a bite-sized win that we're going to talk about a little bit later too, but at Mega Camp, they actually released the AI playbook. So just like there's an MREA playbook, there is a whole AI playbook with every single model, and it is launched and ready for you on Circle. Any other bite-sized wins? Okay, let's keep it moving. So I want to welcome our new agents, guests, and visitors. I think Megan is online, but she is a new agent with us, and she's actually finishing college as well. So if you want any assistance, if you want to help shadow the youth or help the youth shadow you, I guess, that would be great. She is looking for opportunities. We also have Val here as well. So Val is in real estate school. Feel free to introduce yourself. Yep.
I probably have about 4 days left on my course, and I'm just really excited to hit the ground running and actually start doing things.
I love it. We're excited for you. And then, y'all, we also have a legend that has come home to KW, and that is Dan. And y'all, Dan is amazing and essentially like created Saratoga Springs. So, I mean, he is someone to learn from. So introduce yourself, Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan Carey. I started in real estate in 1991. Shortly after that, I got involved with some developers, some landowners, and people that have the water rights. Got a call in Saratoga, and I put it all together. Developers, landowners, bought a section. And after about a couple of years, Gary Herbert stopped and said, "You can't go any further. You need to become a city or annex to Lehigh." We tried to annex to Lehigh for 3 or 4 months. We were not able to, so we became Gary stopped the meeting. We became a city. That took about 3 weeks, and that's where Saratoga started.
Yeah.
Saratoga became a city in 1996.
Yeah.
And been working since.
So cool. Yeah. Welcome. We are so glad to have you. Any of our other guests or visitors, would y'all want to introduce yourself?
Hello, everybody. I'm Alex with Alex's Sign Setup, ASS. I'm just here so that I can cover your ass by installing your signs and, keeping you looking good.
Hello, I'm Connor. I've just launched my ITSM. That's Information Technology Services and Management. Let me know if you need help with any of your IT needs. Happy to help.
Pam Taylor with Overall Air. Just have a quick tip and educational item for all of our realtors. When you're ordering a mold test, a spore trap test pulls from 1,000 square feet. So one of the things I want you to do to make sure you're getting the best bang for your buck or your client's buck is to remember, don't just test a basement area. If you have a 3-level house, a 2-story house with a basement, you really should test each level. If you have a multi-level house, the best way to get the bang for your buck is, especially if it's under, say, 2,000 square feet, test the basement and then test the living room, which usually has a set of stairs going to the upper level, right? That test will pull from both those levels. So I'm not interested in testing for you, but whoever you're testing, you need to be in control of that, because you want to make sure you get the best information for your client and keep them educated on your purchase. Thanks.
Love it. All right, and we have Broker Dave coming up.
First of all, I have to say, this mic is what I have to say. What I have to say is Dan joins us. He comes here. He's got experience in development, construction, land planning, water rights. And he started Saratoga Springs 5 years into the business. Did you catch that? Got licensed in 91 and incorporated Saratoga Springs in 96. That's packing your first 5 years with education. So now, let me just start off. What's your excuse? Oh, just say it. I started in 84, Dan, beat ya. But I've never started any cities, you know, so I'm in awe, and hopefully Dan will allow us all to pick his brain along the way. I want to talk real quick about my favorite social media. What is it? Facebook. Yeah, we love it, don't we? So I just want to hit a couple of things. You know, even Facebook occasionally has a couple of things that are worthwhile if you can dig through all of the other crap that's on there. One thing that came out yesterday, you guys read things from Curtis Bullock at the board about lawsuits that are happening and all that kind of thing. Okay, so yesterday he showed a picture of the stack of complaints that involve real estate agents on his desk. And he says, these are the ones that I've received so far this year. I get those from not only Curtis, but 4 or 5 other attorneys. So my stack is even bigger, but they all break down to the same things that he's talked about. Lawsuits involving real estate agents, failing to disclose defects to buyers. Where's our obligation to disclose defects to buyers? And the need to want to come out just gonna be what? Yeah, well, you know, it's not our disclosure to make, right? But if we know, we need to disclose, right? And we certainly shouldn't be telling our sellers not to disclose because they'll never find out type thing, right? And that's what these lawsuits are involving, is the allegation of, okay? Seller financing done incorrectly. Stay in your lane. Okay, if you don't know, get help. Retaining wall issues. Here's a good one that's happened this week. Sellers not repairing agreed on items as agreed to in the rep sheet. How does the real estate agent get pulled into that one? That's a buyer-seller consultation or conversation, right? Guys, any legal person in the world, when filing a complaint, is going to name everybody that touches that thing. And you guys have this thing called E&O insurance, which is a money grab place. And they know they're going to get something from the E&O company just to release you from it. But the allegation is going to be there, and that's the reason you want to make things buttoned up very tight. Buyer's due diligence checklist not provided to buyer. Buyer alleges he didn't know he had the right to look for things. Buyer alleges that he didn't know that there was ever a thing called mold or or anything else. And you as a fiduciary should have warned that person to have looked for them. Our buyer's due diligence checklist is our get out of jail free card. It's not something Dave wants to be a jerk with and demand at a closing. Okay, it seriously is upfront, keeping me out of these things. Defective workmanship, bundling the REPSI with exclusive buyer broker agreement. Here's everything we need to do to make the offer on the house. Go ahead and sign them. It's all in DocuSign, click and go. And in that packet is your buyer broker agreement, which was supposed to be in effect before you showed the property. And certainly is affirmed in the purchase contract that there is one already in existence. And so when it goes to court, you've just pretty much proven that you violate the rules, and now you got a target on your back. Handle them separately and in the order. Was that? Yeah. Let's go back to that one here. Alleged fraudulent cancellation of a contract resulting in a lawsuit. That's kind of backdating, you know. Oh, we told you we canceled. I mean, all of these things, guys, it leads me to believe, and I look at these things and I'm going, how are these people doing business? Okay, truly, how are they doing business? Then I look on a little further and I see another Facebook post from our own Liza. And Liza is talking about all the good that you do.
I was like, am I compliant?
I have to throw her name out here occasionally, so she goes, what? She was talking about the good that you do and the impact that you make on people and how you're changing lives. And she's talking about you know, the bedrooms that you grow up in and the memories that are making. Let me take that one step further. I had the pleasure of being president of the board. Have I told you that before? Yeah, anyway. Realtor of the year. Realtor of the year. What else? Oh. I stood at the foot of the Washington Monument, talked to and talked with and listened to a gentleman named Mo Vesey. Mo Vesey was the president of the National Association of Realtors at the time. And he went a deep dive on home ownership. And it's not necessarily about the bedrooms and the memories and all that kind of stuff, but are you aware in areas of home ownership, obviously wealth is higher, right? Divorce rates are lower. Educational test scores are higher. Generational money is higher. All of the things that you do really, truly impact people for decades, generations, or whatever. Conversely, if you subject them to a lawsuit, no matter how innocent, if you don't button things up, if you don't make sure that the basic things are, even if they prevail in that lawsuit, you've cost them money to defend it. You've cost them potentially the down payment, which is going to prevent them from that bedroom, from that wealth, from that whatever. You truly need to take this seriously, and I believe you guys are, because I don't get nearly the amount of lawsuits that, well, we get some allegations occasionally, but that's kind of what people do. But you know, when we go to court, the very least it's going to cost you is a deductible on E&O, okay? But the very least it's going to cost these people who want the bedroom, who want the den to open up their entrepreneurial home office. She's over here going, oh my God, he actually read it. All of those things are preventing them and possibly rolling the dice with their down payment money, whatever. I used to talk about, you know, you put somebody in a good investment, that investment grows. It literally is generational wealth they can pass to their kids. If you put somebody in a house that they cannot afford, you know, if the lender doesn't take into consideration the habits they have, the interests they have, if they like to ski all the time, if they spend 3 months a year like Brooke up on the mountain hunting, you know, all that kind of stuff. If you max them out to the most they can afford and qualify for, they're going to be making changes in their lifestyle to afford that house. And they're going to become house poor and they're going to hate you. If you put them in a position where they can't maintain that payment and they actually lose that house, you've not only affected them, you've affected their kids and that generational wealth and all of those other things. What you do is serious. What you do is great. You guys are doing it right. Keep in mind, like I said, the last thing, by helping others reach their goals, we will in turn reach ours. That's what this business is about. It's not necessarily about the commission. So,
Okay, and again, y'all, so this is what we missed at Mega Camp this year. However, you don't actually miss it because it's right here. So it is in the Home Hub. You have the Mega Agent Market Update. You have all of the Mega Agent Camp resources and the AI playbook all in Home Hub. So you have access to that. So just make sure you go plug in. And then our Cultural Icon Award, it was me last week, in case y'all forgot. But the person that I would like to gift this to is someone that shows up constantly in the office. He is always willing to, I gave some of it away. They are always willing to just lend a helping hand, have a meeting with one of our agents, and he is on our ALC. And this goes to Sean Erickson. Here you go.
Well, thank you.
You're so welcome. So what's your favorite of our Y4C2Ts and why?
Probably right now, success results through people. It's a hell of a time out there right now. So it's not a lone wolf type thing. You might be able to get that in some of these markets where you have a pulse, you can get a listing or get a buyer. Right now, it's about collaborating, getting educated, and just doing what you can and bouncing ideas off of people. So yeah, we're all successful because of each other. So
perfect. Awesome. And then we're going to wait to switch the slide. I'm going to talk about it for a second while Lexi goes to retrieve something. But y'all, we started doing this next award a couple months ago. Honestly, thanks to Justin Puchar for the advice on it. But it's people that are really hitting it out of the park, pun intended, and just truly going above and beyond for their clients, themselves, and in their business, and just getting on base. Home runs. I don't know a ton about baseball, but I just like the bat. And our Slugger Award goes to the Duo Real Estate Team. So Mark and Melanie. Yeah. I'm going to hit you with it. Yeah.
And I get the microphone. This is not good.
Who do you owe your success?
We talk a lot about how our success in our business comes from the principles that Keller Williams gives us to run our business by. So we lead with contribution, and our second one is win-win or no deal. If we tell our clients that if we can't figure out a way to create a win-win, that we're in the wrong deal, we need to take a step back. And that's how we run our business, is based on those principles. And honestly, I think that's what makes us successful.
I love it. You are successful. Thank you. Congratulations. Don't hit anybody with that, please. Take the bat back. All right, y'all, we have some great classes coming up. We have the shift tactic price to sell. If you missed it at KW Utah, it will be here tomorrow in this training room. And then we have Miss Slay going over your financials on Thursday. And then again, Nate with the AI servicing listings. He talked a little bit about it last week as well. But if you missed it at KW Utah, it is right here in this training room. If you are not utilizing AI to level up your business, you need to be in this room. And then we also have the CCIM chapter of Utah. They are doing an Ashes to Action fundraiser at Woodbine Food Hall on August 28th to raise money for the bars downtown that were under fire. I am still working on a fundraiser. However, I did just hear that they've already raised enough money to pay every single employee for the next 2 years.
Wow.
So amazing job, Salt Lake. But so that's really amazing. But also we still need to pour back into our community, and just, if you have availability, definitely go to that and give back. Yes.
I was wondering if the shift tactic, is that a repeat from last week?
Yes, yeah. It's the same one that was at KW Utah, just this time it's here. And then we have Christy Watson coming in from Denver, Colorado for our Summit Syndicate in September. Definitely come to that. We are finalizing the location for that, but you can already go ahead and mark it on your calendar. And again, we're going to be raising money for our first responders. And then if you wanted to order the Exactly What to Say role play cards, scan that and get on the order list today, and we will get those ordered for you. And while y'all are scanning, we're going to have Kirsten come up to talk about the golf tournament with her birthday hat. Y'all, and how sweet is Rahel for going out and picking out this hat? And it looks so good.
Thanks, Rahel. I got spoiled for my birthday without knowing. Anyway, all right. So golf tournament, where we are at. So we only have 16 players available left. So 4 foursomes, right? So if you know anyone that wants to join, have them get on there real quick because we're almost full as far as players go. So that's awesome. We still have 6 holes that need to be sponsored. We are also looking for lunch and drink sponsors. If you are a lunch or drink sponsor, you get a 2-for-1. So you can get all your branding on the lunch or the drinks, and then you can also have a hole that you can do something at as well that comes with it. Rahel? Oh, you did? Okay, I'll make that update. Thank you very much.
Go Rahel.
So anyway, Rahel, that's an update. So we'll do that. I'm going to send out an email later today that's going to have kind of an update fully of where we're at, that will go over anything that we're missing. Looks like Linda has something as well.
I have a pretty big raffle prize.
Awesome.
Woohoo.
But it's one of the gentlemen that plays with me every year owns a couple of Denny's franchises as well as the Crisp and Green. So it's grand slams and catering for 10.
You didn't hear that? That's Denny's. So we've got Denny's and Crisp and Cream. Crisp and Green. I'm sorry, I've never heard of that.
Executive lunch for 10.
An executive lunch for 10 people. So that's awesome. We do also have, if you haven't heard already, the big prizes. We've got a 2-night stay in Island Park. That's Spencer's. We have a 2-night stay or
3-night stay.
3-night stay in Nashville from Liza. I'm donating $500 towards home staging. If you don't know, I do home staging. So hit me up if you need questions on that, Lee.
And overall, Pam just told me that she's going to do a raffle prize for $1,000 towards mold or.
Yep. So we already have that one. So if anyone is has a client that's going to need mold remediation, we're going to have $1,000 gift card. Rahel.
Oh, no. Let you know and ask that Siegel Printing is one of my partners who are going to be golfing in the other one, but they were looking for probably a setup. I was just wondering if you can please let me know which holes that are still available.
Yeah, so when I send out this email later today that I need to fine tune, because we just had a committee meeting right before this, I will put what holes are available, which number they are, because we have certain people that want specific holes. So we only have par 4s left as far as holes go. So I will send that out in the email. I'll also send out how many players we have left. And then also, of course, we need raffle prizes. The more the merrier. We have different people that are still kind of working on getting those in. Some people are donating multiples of the prize, like our sign guy here. He's donating 5 sign installations, I believe. So that's something cool. So if you know anyone, like I have someone that does aesthetics, they're donating 3 $75 gift cards. So if you can get them to donate multiple instead of just one, that's awesome because it gives us more prizes, but it also gets them more clients in the door. So please reach out to anybody that you know that would be interested in getting their branding out there. We are going to have really nice signs by everything, so they'll be able to see who donated what. And so we're dialing all that in. And if you have any other feedback, talk to Samantha or I after the meeting. If it's anything involving the golf course itself and like the raffle prizes, but if it's anything financial, please talk to Liza or Audrey. And they do have options if you're kind of tight on funds and maybe you need some help with like joining the event, please talk to them. We're also going to be looking for people that are just volunteers the day of, that just come to the event, show up that morning, help us with like managing holes and keeping everyone in check, you know, keeping them from getting too wasted. But anyway, that's going to be kind of the plan. So let us know. Thank you. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then instead of the ever so dashing Josh Stern, we have our very own glowing Liz.
So happy to be here today. Okay, so I get to kind of talk about what I want to talk about as far as market stats. Are we gonna pull up that thing? Okay. Who knows where Utah ranks on the most expensive list? Great, thanks. I was like, besides Lee. Yes, 9. I thought it was 4th, so I was actually surprised to see that. Does anybody understand why we are so expensive here in Utah? So, okay, so let me ask you this a different way. Who still has buyers on the fence that are waiting for pricing to go down? There's only 5 of us. Well, monthly payment, right? So essentially price. They're waiting for something to go down. And so kind of what I wanted to focus on today is how you can effectively articulate why pricing isn't going to go down and why, sure, go ahead. We can do the whole buy the, what is it? Date the house, buy the house, date the rate, whatever. But also like realizing like we've been saying that for a few years and whatever it's done, not really a whole lot besides little blips here and there. So just being able to effectively articulate why pricing is not necessarily going down. So one of the highlights I had was by 2030, we have a projected housing shortage of 153,000 housing units. And in 2024, only 22,000 were permitted. So what does that mean? Yeah, there's less homes, but there's still demand. So there's still people out there wanting to buy. And that tells us that the price is not going to go down. The other thing that's kind of interesting, why a lot of people are saying, oh, it's so expensive, our wage sucks. Our income growth has gone from 40K to 66,000, but that's outpaced the market 2-to-1 for housing growth. So yeah, when you have people say, I would love to buy and I can't afford it, it's not really just like they're saying something. It's they usually can't actually afford it. Who has a listing? Who's done a price reduction on that listing? Wait, keep your hands up. Who has a listing? Who has done a price reduction on that listing? Okay, yep, that kind of summarizes at least 50% of us who have had a listing have had to do a price reduction. And that's what they say Utah. Now in a normal, more balanced market, they say it's only 33%. So I just wanted to see what it looked like in this room. This is just kind of some other information that because I'm up here, I get to ask you guys about it because I've been noticing some things in my business. Hold on, I just want to make sure there's. Yeah, so again, kind of harping back, sorry to close the loop. My brain doesn't like fully right now. But just to kind of close that gap, persistently high interest rates coupled with elevated construction costs and people not wanting to build is what is causing the market to not go down in price necessarily. And I think all of us have been out there and we see those price adjustments and we see these little niche markets where maybe things have gone down a little bit here and there, but as a whole, people that are waiting for pricing to come down, it just simply is not going to happen. You got to encourage them to get in and be one of the smart people that gets in while pricing is what it is, because if rates go down, even 1%, what do you think is going to happen? Prices are going to go up. You're going to lose all of your negotiating. I mean, who's negotiated a deal for a buyer recently? Like I haven't had one recently that didn't have a 2-to-1 buy down, didn't get everything they wanted in repairs. So just use your personal stories because that's what moves people. Okay, now I'm going to go off the rails a little bit. Not really, but who's done grand openings for their open houses? And who's had like a good turnout in those? Who has gotten offers from those. Okay. But let me also ask you this, in comparison to how many people came to your open house versus how many like private showings you got, what does that kind of look like? Has there been a disconnect there? More open house people?
The more people that show up at my grand opening, lets me know I'm gonna have more Asian shops.
Yeah.
Those more, so grand opening.
Okay, interesting. I've kind of seen a little bit of a mixed bag. Like we've had some really great grand openings and then just a trickle of showings after. And maybe we get an offer, which is fine. Cause I've noticed like if it's a really great grand opening, we usually get at least an offer, but it's not like it was when you had this huge grand opening and tons of showings and then multiple offers. So I was just kind of curious. So one of my other questions I wanted to ask you guys is, do you think grand opens are an effective marketing strategy for sellers, or do you think it's more of an opportunity for agents?
Well, I think yes.
I think both too. And this is you guys know, if you guys know me, you know I'm a Phil Jones fangirl. So one of the things that he talked about when he was here a few weeks back was in real estate, how do we look at our cycles? Yes. And he tells us to look at 30, 60, 90 months. And Linda knows I've had some pushback on this. I'm like, I don't need people on my pipeline that aren't buying in the next 3 months. But when you look at 30, 60, 90 month cycles, that makes it so that you're in front of them this entire time so that when they are actually ready to pull the trigger, they know exactly who they're working with. They know exactly who to ask advice to. And it's important to stay in front of them. It's just kind of going back to the thing of creating your own leads. Like I know real estate sales are down. People are struggling a little bit in this market. And I think if you can just continue building that pipeline and continue nurturing people, like things will shift and you're going to get the business if you are staying in touch and being meaningful and valuable with what your message is to your clients. Last thing I'll leave you guys with is, who knows how many homes were sold nationally last year? Besides Lee. Great. 4.1 million homes were sold. Who knows how many leads Zillow sold? It's mixed. It's a mixed, you can't really get a full, but it was at least 22 million. So just consider that when you're thinking of buying lead sources or going to online leads or anything like that. Just talk to your people and create your own pipelines and be purposeful. We have great systems at Keller Williams within Command that you can make it so that you don't forget to follow up with people. That's all I have.
But you're staying up there, remember? And she's still up there.
And I'm still up here.
Because of
that QR code go?
how
Somebody scan that and tell me where it goes.
it goes to the drive.
Oh, where does it go? Does it? Does it tell you where's it taking you? Oh, that's not what it should be taking you to. Oh, sorry, because this is a new slide. Try
Yeah.
again.
What about this QR code?
What about this one? Okay.
Oh.
Gracious. Jeez. We go to a
It'll
Excel
be
document.
pretty soon.
Okay, so
I
showing
would
you all the preferred partners. Yeah. Awesome. So if you ever are curious if there's somebody that we have a preferred partner for, this is where you would go, is our link tree. There is another QR code that we have somewhere that if you guys knew anybody who was interested in becoming a preferred partner or just getting some more information about our program, you can scan that. It inputs all their information into a sheet, and then Mike and I will follow up with them. Our next preferred partner mastermind is on Tuesday, September 2nd. So that's also a great way to do a soft introduction to have people come and see what it's all about.
Woo! Thank you. All right, y'all, we're gonna play a little video, and don't come at me for the music. KWRI, I'm judging them for this one, but yeah. Okay, besides the music, who is pumped for family reunion? Woo! All right, I'm gonna ask again. Who is pumped for family reunion? Woo! Y'all, I mean, if you were here last week and you heard me say that over 80% of my business came from agent to agent referrals last year, and you're not excited to go to a conference with around 20,000 realtors where you could get 80% of your business. And by the way, that was around 25 million in production, all from agent to agent referrals, all from people that I've met at conferences like Family Reunion, like Luxury Symposium, and like Mega Camp. So I'm gonna ask a third time. Who is excited for family reunion? Woo! Okay, we're gonna keep working on that. We have until February, so that's good. And again, the good thing is we have until February, and Audrey and I created something that will make this a little bit more accessible for y'all. And I'm gonna let Audrey talk about it, and you can speak into this.
Hello. So we still have that Board Dues account open for you, and this can work for any of these events, or if you even wanted to start collecting for next year's Board Dues. But I would say focus on family reunion right now, and we could put aside maybe like $100 per commission check that you get, and we can keep it in one of our separate fund accounts. And I'll hand you a check right when you're ready to pay for family reunion, and that way you don't have to worry about it. So let me know if anybody wants to get a little payment plan set up for family reunion, and we can keep those funds inside one of our separate accounts for you, just so that it makes it super easy to get that ticket paid for.
You know, again, family reunion is so amazing because you get to network with your family. And I think that it really speaks volumes about the culture of Keller Williams that one of our biggest conferences is literally called Family Reunion. And I feel like I am going home to see my cousins and my brothers and my sisters when I go to any of these conferences. And I get to go see agents from all around the world. And I know that that's been a big thing for a lot of you because a lot of you have been talking to me about international real estate. So if you want to get involved with that, how about go meet some of the agents over there? And also, y'all go to Georgia. It's fun and it's close to my home. And you get to hear a lot more people say, y'all. Spencer.
So I'll be honest, I am not one to drink the Kool-Aid. I kicked against the bricks for a lot of years. Wasn't that excited about family reunion. And then I drank the Kool-Aid, and it has done a tremendous, it was delicious. It hurt the next day. There are some good stories about family reunion, but anyways, it's made a tremendous difference in my personal business. This last family reunion, I was definitely more intentional about connecting with agents, trying to get referrals, and I've done about 60,000 in GCI just this year from family reunion last year. So, I don't need the claps. Yeah. Look at me. It can make a big difference in your business. So if you are a newer agent, if you're an old agent, I would say, and it's just fun. Like we get to hang out with each other. It's the camaraderie. We do whippets. We shave my head in the bathroom. I mean, there's
whoa. Makai, take the mic.
Good times. So if you're on the fence, if you're thinking about going, I definitely suggest.
If you want to hear what Spencer did, let me know. I'll tell you all.
Mark's got the stories. So.
And y'all, it's going to be so fun, and we'll do things as a market center as well. I've already been looking at a private tour of the Coca-Cola factory because, you know, in Utah, we love our soda. And I also really think the Coca-Cola factory is super cool, just as a nerdy person, because they have a different flavor of Coke for every country. And that's just so neat to me. Clearly not to y'all, but I'll look at some other things to do apparently, but yeah, feel free to go ahead and sign up or talk to Audrey or myself about putting away some money from each commission check. And then with that, let's talk about what we want and what we need. We need some music for the wants and needs too.
I've got a grand
No.
opening. Yeah, we need Jeopardy music. I've got a grand opening this Saturday that I could use some help with. It's out in Harriman, 4-bedroom, 2-bath townhouse up, man cave, cool, wet bar down in the basement, for $470. It's the only one out there that's a 4-bedroom on the upper level together. And anytime from noon on Saturday would be great. Thank you.
She's coming.
Jen Worley has an open, or she needs help with an open house this Saturday on her listing in South Salt Lake. It's a little 3-bed, 2-bath on Coatesville Ave. And yeah, she's looking to have that held open. So if anyone is interested, let me or let Jen know.
All right. Any other wants? Any other needs?
Liz mentioned earlier that we have a sort of difficult client. They are open to selling this place off market. It is a townhouse with an attached 2-car garage, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, finished, unfinished basement, little private yard space, great community in Murray, just north of Winchester and just west of the 15, so just west of the Murray Golf Course. It is beautiful, but they have a lot of stuff. So that's why they're looking to sell it off market. $475.
It's so clean though.
Yeah, it's really clean. They just have a lot of stuff. So if you have clients that are looking for kind of that entry level price point in the center of the valley, please come talk to us.
I'm looking for a fixer in Mill Creek with room enough to build a 2 or 3-car garage.
I am looking for somebody who has a large 1031 exchange to exchange commercial property in Murray. So if you know anybody or have any clients who are interested in doing an exchange, please come and talk to Jordan and me. Like,
You have some.
Okay, we've got a couple of listings coming up. We've got one on Redondo and about 5th East. It's got some updates. About 560 is where we'll list it at. 3-bedroom, 2-bath with an unfinished basement, and it has a full 1-car garage that's super deep, which is a rarity in that neighborhood if you're familiar with that area. And then we have another house coming up, probably either the end of this week or the first of next week. 3,500-ish square feet, 3-car garage, fully fenced backyard, all updated, huge new hot tub, super nice backyard. It's got an office that could be either a mother-in-law or you can use as a day office, just under $1 million. And that's in East Sandy, about 21st East and 100 South there.
Any other wants? Any other needs? Well, I want y'all to give a really warm welcome to one of our agents who also has his own company and happens to be sponsoring our lunch. And he's brought a lot of his team here today. So as they just walk down the runway, give them a round of
Can you guys hear me through this? Can you hear me through this, or is this just?
It's also for the people online, so you have to do.
All right, sweet. Hey guys, I might be a familiar face to some of you, others may not, but I'm a new agent in the office. My name is Brian Anderson. I'm also here with my team. We're Forma Fitco. We're a gym design company,
And so we wanted to tell you a little bit about what we do and hopefully exchange some referrals. So we do residential communities and commercial developments. So when you think, extra room for your sellers, basement space, I had one client that came in with an underground garage that they wanted to fit out. We do high-end luxury gyms. And so when you're thinking about adding value to a home on the seller side, adding a gym is a really good place to start. And we do it totally custom to what the seller wants, what the client is looking for. We have options from everything high-end. If you're familiar with the company Rogue, they do really high-end gym equipment. Or we also have some more economical options that will fit into any budget. So we just wanted to come in, say hi. We do, like I said, residential and commercial. So if you have a big space that you're trying to fit, maybe an apartment gym into, or even if you have some clients that do, corporate buildings and would like a corporate gym in there, that's something we'd be happy to do. So so we brought you some Chipotle. We also have some flyers out front. Feel free to take one of those or a few of those and hand them to clients. There's a little survey at the bottom there that can tell us a little bit more about what they need. And we'll get started. We do free renderings, and we don't charge until your client is totally happy with the space that we've created for them. Liza? I don't know. I've been pushing for a coffee maker. Yeah. Haven't gotten it yet. A gym might be a little more expensive. I will continue. Yeah. Anything you guys want to add?
I guess you kind of cover everything, but yeah, the biggest value we have is we can take the value of your property up a lot because the fitness industry is just continuing to grow and more people are wanting gyms, and especially in residential properties and like hotels and stuff. People, when they're looking to book a hotel, you can charge more and they're more interested to book a hotel that has a gym and stuff like that. So with the fitness industry growing, our company will continue to grow. And your name is Zita.
My name's Sam. Also, another place we have value is just the whole vertical gym design. So we're doing the whole developmental process from designing, installing, and maintenance. So you don't have to go to 4 different companies to get a gym.
Hey guys, I'm Adam. Last point I wanted to add, if you do have a residential property with an unfinished basement or a bedroom with nothing in it, one thing that we also would like to offer is that we will design and model out the space as it could be for a gym. Just so you can present that to your clients, to your home buyers, just so they can have that vision ready for them if they decide to go that route. But obviously we can get the vision on people's minds and in people's eyes without actually putting any equipment in, without breaking any ground. Just want to.
The really nice thing that we do is it can be any space. It doesn't have to be a totally square space or something that would be logical to fit gym equipment in. We do LiDAR scans for all of our spaces. So it's an app on our phone, just bounces light off the walls and allows us to get accurate measurements for everything. So we had a client recently that had a little inlet that was really obscure, not super easy to measure. We just went in with our software and were able to transfer that directly to our rendering software and get accurate measurements for everything. So like Sam said, we do everything from the consultation process to the installation of equipment and the maintenance of equipment. We're also adding in training later on down the line. We are a startup, so we'll be adding that in the next couple of years or so. But flooring, lighting, HVAC, MEP, everything, we do it all. So if you have a custom gym, we can help you out with that. So thank you guys. There's Chipotle waiting for you out in the hall, and appreciate you having us here.
All right, y'all go eat.
No.